Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Olivia. Thank you for joining me. I want to let you know that today I will be covering the Jouer foundation. The reason I decided to cover the Jouer foundation and purchase the Jouer foundation is because everything that it talked about, that it claimed to be, I was just so attracted to that. And after using quite a few foundations from the drugstore, I thought, you know what, for special events, let's go ahead and give this a try. My skin type is probably normal to dry-ish. It's kind of more of a combination, but if it were to lean more towards one side, it'd be dry. Especially here in Michigan in the winter, our skin goes there because it's Michigan cold weather sucking everything out of you. So now what attracted me to this foundation again is everything that it claimed to be, and I've been testing this foundation for like the last month now, and let me say, Jouer, mil respetos, like I respect you. All right, so let me read just a few of the things that it claims. So, triptide complex, honestly, I'm not entirely sure what that means. Hyaluronic acid. I will do a close-up of my face here in a minute. I'm not one that struggles with acne scars or acne, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to have that in your product to prevent from a breakout happening in the future. I mean, because for all I know, all the going around, I can fall asleep and then I forget to clean my face off, then all that stuff sticks to your pores. So anyway, hyaluronic acid, cucumber extract, supreme coverage, lightweight, long wearing, and an airbrushed matte finish. Yeah, it does. It really does do all those things. So welcome to my face. I already did prep my face with the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. I've tested this product and it works really well. I like how sticky it leaves my skin, so I really don't need another primer. But because I'm such a fan of the illumination type of skin, I will be using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter primer. This is a travel size, sample size, but I love it and I will be purchasing it definitely in full size. So, like I said, I already primed, hydrated my skin. Because it is a matte foundation, I did go ahead and hydrate my skin with the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. And now I'm just adding the Becca Backlight Primer in the golden tube. Jouer foundation. Let's give it a whirl. Because it is a hydrate or a concentrated foundation, it is best to only use half a pump. If I use a whole pump, it won't cause any damage, but I do like less. I mean, if it's concentrated, I'd rather use less of the foundation instead of using the whole pump, just to conserve what I've paid for. Now I know I covered what it claims to be. My foundation is caramel, however you prefer to say that. That is the color that I decided to go with. In my order, I did get quite a few samples of the foundation. They gave me from the light to tan and then from the tan to deep samples. So I do have quite a bit of those. I did try all of the medium to deep foundation colors, and caramel was still the best one for me. Could I mix two of them? Definitely, but I'm not about to purchase another one of these bottles. They do sell for $38, so that is why I'm not purchasing another bottle. So if I need to alter because if it's too dark or something, then I can just conceal. All right, so it says shake well. And I'm dabbing probably just about half a pump. So, all right. So I'm using that literally pea size, and let's do a few dots there. And probably the reason that I don't go hard on like full coverage, or like I'm sorry, part of the reason why I don't use the full foundation or the full pump is because if you look at my skin, there's no need for me to use the full pump. So now I'm going in with the BH Cosmetics Rose Gold Flat Kabuki brush. Now, if you watched my last videos, my last video, I did a review on them, and I will say they are holding up to place with when washing. So they do go back to its original shape, and they are super soft. And guys, $18.99. Can't go wrong. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and swirl in the foundation, and I really hope that you can see, but look at that. It already covered my whole face there. Hey friends, after looking at the footage, I noticed that my foundation is coming off pretty yellow on camera. I do want to let you know that it does not appear that way in real life. I do have to figure out in my settings as to why it's looking like that, so I really do apologize for not fixing that beforehand. Half a pump, and look at the coverage that I get, and it feels lightweight, it's radiant, it doesn't look fully matte. There are some people that say it oxidizes. I don't know that it does on me, and to be very honest, I don't fully know that if it does that on me, because I use concealer, I use powder, and I just don't know if it's like powders that I'm using or primers that I'm using that causes maybe an oxidation. But yeah, honestly, I don't really notice oxidation. So as you can tell, I zoomed you in even closer. Let's stay there so that way it doesn't go out of focus. It is full coverage, definitely, and it doesn't crease horribly. This is always a problem for me right here, but no matter the foundation, I don't know what it is, but that's a normal thing for me. So there you have it, the Jouer foundation. Guys, it is totally worth it. I've never purchased anything from Jouer up until I purchased this foundation. I went ahead and I signed up for their 20% off first time buyer type of deal, and I took advantage. 20% off of this foundation, and it turned out to be like $28, I believe. I can't remember, there was taxes on that, but it was 28 bucks and or 30, something like that. And all I remember too is that if you purchase more than $30 on the website, the shipping is free. So it must have been like $32 instead of the 38. That's what I remember. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face and then give you my final thoughts. All right, so my face is done, and all I did was add some minor bronzer, a bit of blush, a bit of highlight, and some lip color and concealer. So really, my thoughts on this product is that it is A+. You get all the benefits that it claims to offer. The price is pretty affordable, it's $38. But if you haven't ordered from Jouer, you still have that opportunity to save 20% off. Now, this product only has 0.6 fluid ounces of foundation, but it is a very concentrated foundation. Half a pump will cover your face. If you have skin like mine, where it doesn't really have a lot of scarring or acne, where if you do, I definitely do believe that one pump will provide the coverage that you are hoping for. I did hydrate well because it is a matte foundation, and I also did apply the Becca Illuminating Primer on top of my e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. And I hydrated because I knew that this was a matte coverage foundation. And so if you don't have the Becca Backlight Primer, that is fine. You can use any type of illuminating primer. When you order, you do receive packets, again, of foundation. When I originally bought it, I asked for medium to deep packages, and they actually ended up sending me light to tan and then the tan to deep. So I appreciate that very much, and I tried all of them on, and this was the best fit, the caramel. But that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. If you have any tips on what I should, or what you would like for me to put in whenever I do any of these types of reviews, product reviews, what would you like to hear? That would be super helpful for me, so that way I can keep track and note of the stuff that you would like to hear. If you have watched my previous videos, I want to thank you so much. You know, this is my third video, so I've received encouragement and feedback, and I really do appreciate it. It is a whole different world talking to a camera, but the more and more I do this, the more comfortable I'm getting, and I love this community. I love that you can learn so much just from watching these types of videos, and the connection that's felt behind these videos. I love it. It's a whole different world, but I really do think it fits well, especially in the type of in the type of society we're living in nowadays. And so my hope is that my life is impacting yours in a great way. And be the light, my friends. See you later. Bye.